Did you know one simple exercise could help protect you from dangerous falls after 70? As we age, balance becomes more than just a physical skill. It becomes the foundation for safety, independence, and confidence. After 70, even a slight misstep can have serious consequences. That's why improving your balance isn't just helpful, it's essential. But here's the good news. You don't need a long list of exercises or expensive programs to get started. In fact, one simple movement can be more powerful than a whole routine, if done correctly and consistently. In this video, we'll walk you through the single most effective exercise for balance after 70, plus 3 additional movements that work together to support your posture, build strength, and help you move with ease. Whether you've noticed yourself feeling unsteady while putting on shoes or hesitate to walk on uneven surfaces, these exercises are designed with you in mind. Because balance isn't just about staying on your feet, it's about reclaiming freedom, moving without fear, and enjoying life fully. Stay with us until the end, because these 4 exercises, especially the first one, are gentle, powerful, and surprisingly effective. By the time you're done, you'll understand not only how balance works, but also how to strengthen it from the comfort of your home. And if you've ever thought, it's too late for me, I encourage you to keep watching. What you learn today might just change how you see your body's ability to improve, at any age. Number 1, the single leg stand. There's something quietly powerful about standing on one leg. It might seem like a small act, but don't let the simplicity fool you. When done with focus and regularity, the single leg stand is one of the most effective ways to enhance balance after 70. This exercise trains your brain, ankles, hips, and core all at once. It wakes up the stabilizer muscles that help you stay upright, improves coordination, and teaches your body to stay aligned even when things feel unsteady. What makes it so valuable is how closely it reflects real-life movements. Walking, getting dressed, stepping off a curb. Each of these everyday actions involves shifting weight from one leg to the other. By practicing the single leg stand, you're giving your body the skills to react and rebalance quickly, before a fall even begins. That's not just helpful, it's potentially life-saving. To get started, stand next to something sturdy like a kitchen counter or heavy chair. Shift your weight onto one leg and gently lift the other just a few inches off the ground. Hold that position for 10, 20, or even 30 seconds, whatever feels doable. If you need to lightly touch the surface for support, that's completely fine. This isn't a competition. It's a quiet conversation with your body, a way to rebuild trust in your muscles and your nervous system. Try it on both sides, repeating 2 or 3 times. As your strength grows, you can try small variations, closing your eyes for a few seconds or lifting your arms out to the sides, but only when you feel steady. The beauty of this exercise is how accessible it is. No special equipment, no gym, and no scheduling required. You can do it while brushing your teeth, waiting for your coffee, or standing in line. And over time, the results are noticeable. Your steps feel surer, your movements become smoother, and your confidence starts to return. The single leg stand isn't just an exercise. It's a daily reminder that your body still listens, still adapts, and still has strength to offer. You don't need to perform miracles. You just need to lift one foot and remind yourself that progress is still possible. With each repetition, you're building not just balance, but a renewed sense of trust in your own body. And that's a victory worth celebrating every single day. Number 2, the heel-to-toe walk. If you've ever tried walking along a curb or balancing on a painted line in a park, you've already practiced a version of one of the most effective exercises for balance, the heel-to-toe walk. It may look simple, even playful, but this slow, controlled movement trains your brain to work in harmony with your feet. It sharpens coordination, strengthens the muscles around your ankles and hips, and naturally encourages better posture. All key factors in preventing falls and moving with grace. What makes this exercise so effective is how closely it mimics the real mechanics of walking, only in slow motion. And when you slow things down, your body becomes more aware of how it moves. You start to notice if your weight leans too far forward or if your foot placement is slightly off. That awareness is gold, especially as we age. Often, it's not strength we lose first, it's coordination. And this is how you bring it back. Take Robert, for example, a 77-year-old retired postal worker who once prided himself on his quick, purposeful stride. But after a minor stumble on his porch steps, he began walking with more caution. His doctor recommended trying the heel-to-toe walk during his recovery. So Robert started practicing each morning in his hallway, just a few steps at a time. What surprised him most wasn't just the boost in stability, it was the return of confidence. He no longer feared his body might fail him. He trusted his steps again. To practice this, stand tall in a hallway or any space where you can take 8 to 10 slow steps forward. Place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of your other foot, like walking on a tightrope. Then shift your weight forward and repeat with the other foot, keeping the same heel-to-toe line. Move slowly. Keep your gaze forward, not down, and extend your arms slightly to help with balance. If you need extra support, walk beside a wall or sturdy surface until you feel more secure. What's powerful about the heel-to-toe walk isn't just how it steadies your body, it sharpens your mind. Your brain has to stay actively engaged, constantly processing each movement and step. That focus helps strengthen your nervous system's ability to respond quickly and smoothly in real-life situations, like avoiding a trip or adjusting to an uneven surface. Some people assume balance training needs to be intense or physically demanding to make a difference. But this quiet, deliberate walk proves otherwise. The beauty lies in its simplicity. Step by step, it builds strength, awareness, and inner confidence. Over time, you'll notice more than just better balance. You may feel taller, more aligned, and more connected to the ground beneath your feet. Whether you're walking across a parking lot or moving through your kitchen, that newfound stability becomes second nature, a reminder of the care you've invested in your well-being. It's not about perfection, it's about preparation. Number 3, the sit to stand without using hands. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to assess your strength and balance after age 70 is by seeing how easily you can rise from a chair without using your hands. While it may sound basic, this movement is a strong reflection of your lower body strength, core control, and overall stability. That's why practicing the sit to stand movement, hands-free, is one of the most valuable habits you can develop to maintain your independence and move through life with confidence. Think about how often you go from sitting to standing each day, getting up from the couch, rising from the dinner table, stepping out of the car. These everyday actions rely on a delicate combination of balance, coordination, and muscle strength. When even one of those areas is weak, the risk of strain or falls increases. But when you practice this motion regularly, it becomes easier, safer, and smoother. And that smoothness is what gives you comfort and ease in your daily life. Take Marlene, for example, a 74-year-old woman living alone. She loves spending time with others, but had started turning down invitations. It wasn't the socializing she feared. It was the awkward struggle of standing up from low seats in public that left her feeling embarrassed. Instead of avoiding the issue, she decided to do something about it. She began practicing sit-to-stand exercises at home. Just 5 reps every morning, no pressure, no rush. Within a few weeks, her legs felt stronger. After a couple of months, she found it easier to stand up, whether at home or out and about. To do this movement properly, start with a stable chair that won't slide. Sit tall near the edge of the seat with your feet flat on the floor and about shoulder width apart. Cross your arms over your chest or stretch them out in front of you for balance. Press your feet into the ground and rise slowly, keeping your back straight and your chest lifted. Once you're fully standing, lower yourself back down with control. Avoid flopping into the chair or using momentum to push yourself up. This exercise is all about control, not speed. In the beginning, you might only manage 2 or 3 reps. That's perfectly okay. This isn't a numbers game. It's about improving how your body functions. With regular practice, you'll start to feel your legs, glutes, and core activating more. Standing up will take less effort. You'll feel more confident reaching across the table or standing to welcome a guest. This movement also helps train your body to manage shifting pressure. As you rise and lower yourself, your center of gravity changes. Practicing this helps your nervous system adapt, making you less likely to feel dizzy or unsteady during transitions. Best of all, it's easy to make this part of your daily routine. because it's something you already do. Getting up from a chair. Turning it into a conscious exercise is a small change that brings big results. There's something incredibly empowering about rediscovering ease in the small, everyday movements. It's not about intense workouts or trying to rewind the clock. It's about moving with awareness, rebuilding your trust in your body, and reminding yourself that strength is always within reach. Each time you rise from a chair without using your hands, you're sending a quiet but powerful message to yourself. Your body still supports you, and you're capable of moving through life on your own terms. Of course, here's a fresh and engaging paraphrase version of that section, maintaining the meaning and emotion, but with smoother language and natural flow. Number 4, the standing march in place. At first glance, marching in place might not seem like much, but when done intentionally, this simple movement becomes one of the most effective ways to keep your body coordinated, strong, and mentally sharp. It blends rhythm, posture, and mobility into one easy exercise, and it's perfect for older adults looking to stay active without putting too much strain on their joints. Marching in place activates the hips, engages the core, and strengthens the connection between your brain and muscles. Just as importantly, it helps you maintain an upright, confident posture that supports steady walking and reduces hesitation in your steps. As we age, our stride often becomes shorter and our movements more cautious. That's a natural adjustment. But what many don't realize is how these subtle changes can gradually throw off our balance. When your hips stop moving freely and your steps shrink, your body starts to lean forward, and that can make falls more likely. Marching in place helps undo some of that. By lifting one knee at a time and pausing briefly between steps, you're teaching your body to move with intention, balance, and strength. It's a gentle, low-impact way to bring rhythm and coordination back to your stride. Take Walter, a 79-year-old who'd recovered from a knee injury. He noticed that his walk had become stiff. He wasn't swinging his arms anymore, and he started avoiding uneven surfaces. At his daughter's suggestion, he began marching in place during commercial breaks while watching TV. He felt silly at first, but within 2 weeks, his steps had more energy. After a month, he was walking more smoothly and with greater confidence. To do this exercise, stand tall near a counter or sturdy chair for support. Slowly lift one knee, hold it for a second, then lower it and lift the other knee. Continue alternating in a steady, controlled rhythm. You can keep your hands on a surface for balance or stretch them forward for added control. Try counting your steps or moving to music, whatever helps the rhythm feel natural. Don't worry about lifting your knees high. What matters most is balance and control. Over time, as your legs and hips grow stronger, you may naturally raise your knees a bit more and notice your posture improving. That's real progress. And as the motion becomes familiar, you'll notice improvements not just while marching, but in your daily life, walking upstairs, making quick turns, or navigating busy sidewalks. Marching in place also offers mental benefits. It stimulates both the upper and lower body, improving coordination and focus. Your brain becomes more engaged, your reflexes sharper, and your movements more responsive. That's the beauty of marching. It supports both your body and your mind. Final thoughts. Now that we've explored all 4 of these simple yet powerful exercises, take a moment to reflect. Which one surprised you the most? Was it the strength hidden in standing on one leg? The confidence that comes from marching in place? Or perhaps the realization that balance can be built through small, intentional movements? You don't need complicated routines or hours at the gym to feel stronger. What really matters is consistency, awareness, and believing in your ability to improve. Because improvement is possible at any age, and it starts with just one step. Improving your balance isn't only about preventing falls. It's about walking tall with confidence, moving around your home without second-guessing yourself, or picking something up without fear. It's about reclaiming your freedom, the freedom to move, to participate, to say yes to life again without hesitation. These 4 movements aren't just exercises, they're daily investments in your future. Each time you lift your leg, rise from a chair without using your hands, or take slow heel-to-toe steps, You're building a future that feels stronger, more stable, and more independent. Don't underestimate the power of repetition. These small actions, done consistently, create big changes. Think of them as gifts to your future self. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know one thing you learned and how you plan to use it in your daily routine. Your thoughts and stories encourage others and keep this community growing. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future updates. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs, inspires, and empowers you. We're so glad you're here, and we'll see you in the next video.